Greetings, good people, and welcome. All right, you guys, it's Hot Topics time. And today's Hot Topics is very, very interesting. All right. We are going to get into Diddy and his post released instructions. They're very intense, in my opinion. Lil Nas X, there was a sighting of Montero that I thought was very Oscar worthy, to say the least. And the stylist Diandre Tristan, he is trending because he was accused of being one of the many people who allegedly stole Nicki's credit card and has been making unauthorized purchases. Well, he's filing legal action and Tasha K is clapping back. We're going to get into all of that stuff. So as you are rolling in, ladies and gentlemen, please hit the like button. That is your admission fee. Drop down in the comments, share your thoughts, share the video, okay? Subscribe to the channel if you are new here so that you can stay up to date on all celebrity entertainment, hot topics, and the like, all right? So now that we are done with the church announcements, without further ado, let's get straight into this Diandre Tristan mess, okay? So Diandre Tristan is a celebrity stylist. All right. Now, this reporting from It's On Site is hilarious because the blogger or the YouTuber in question is Tasha K. But for whatever reason, they are not mentioning Tasha K's name. They probably got some beef with her. Who knows? It's On Site is ran by, I think owned and operated, if I'm not mistaken, by Ra Ali, who is one of the close friends of Nicki Minaj. I don't even know if they're still friends at this point. But apparently they don't fool up with Tasha K and Tasha K don't fool up with them, okay? Because Tasha K is responding. It's a mess, y'all. It's a mess. So anyway, yesterday, Nicki Minaj, got on the internet and basically said that her American Express card was being used without her permission. And she never named any names. Nicki Minaj never gave any names. Nicki Minaj said that she filed a police report, allegedly, but she didn't give any names. Tasha K took to social media and said that stylist Diandre Tristan was one of the many people who took Nicki Minaj's credit cards, right? Now, without any proof, the internet basically went up in flames, all right? Nicki Minaj supporters were calling out Diandre Tristan. They were pulling up articles alleging that he was convicted of fraud in the past and he was a scammer. It was a mess. And again, there was no hard down evidence to prove Tasha K's accusations. Now, I did put up a video from members only. Okay, make sure you members who are joined, check that out. And if you're not a member, consider doing so. Okay, so there was a members only video that I posted, and I said to myself, the internet sometimes can be very stupid because there's no hard down evidence that this man stole anything. Tasha K made these allegations. Tasha K claims that Nicki Minaj reached out to her and told her that Diandre Tristan was one of the many people who used her credit card without her authorization. Okay. So the internet took what Tasha K said and they ran with it. All right. They started calling him all types of names. It was crazy. Well, Diandre Tristan, and I said in the video, I said, if he takes legal action, good for him because he very well could be guilty. He could also be innocent. I'm not taking somebody's word for it and just running with the narrative that this man is a thief. Then I went into just talking about how I remember him coming into the industry or how I was introduced to him. Either way. So he's now taking legal action. Okay. So this is It's On Site. So according to a letter from Tristan's attorney, that YouTube lady, they don't want to mention Tasha K's name. That YouTube lady posted multiple false statements accusing him of theft and past fraud allegations his legal team says are unequivocally false. The document says that her remarks led to harassment, threats, and serious reputational damage. Right. Imagine him waking up, seeing his name trending, and it's like, wait, what? I'm being accused of fraud. Remember, Nicki Minaj never publicly said anyone's name. Tasha K did. Okay, the letter demands a public apology and full retraction within 48 hours or face legal consequences. Okay, so this is hilarious because this is the post. I showed this in the members only video as well. This is the post from Tasha K's, I think this was her Twitter, but they blocked out, they blocked out Tasha K's name. So this is what Tasha K posted. Nicki Minaj filed a police report against Diandre Tristan, the stylist, last week for stealing money. Other names are expected to drop soon. We'll keep you updated, okay? Nicki Minaj's stylist, Diandre Tristan, aka DeAndre Willis, was allegedly convicted of credit card fraud back in 2010. He allegedly changed his name. Apparently, Nicki isn't the first or last victim. Calling all celebrities, hide your purses. Stay tuned. I'm waiting on confirmation concerning a doctor that was allegedly stealing from her as well. Okay. So, what this looks like is that allegedly Nicki Minaj reached out to Tasha K to give her the alleged tea, and Tasha K took to social media and spread the word. Okay. Alerting everybody that she got an exclusive story that somebody has been stealing Nicki Minaj's money. Allegedly, of course. All right. So then this goes on. When I saw this is the actual document from the alleged lawyer or legal representation of Diandre Tristan. The first thing that I noticed, I didn't see anything, any names. I don't know if It's On Site purposely blocked this out. And also the format of this document seems a little bit odd to me. Okay. I'm just going to be honest with you. The spacing, it just seems weird. But let me pull this up on my phone so I can read this better. All right. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. All right. Y'all liking the video. Thank you. Greatly appreciated. All right. So here we go. So the letter reads, Dear, okay. Keep in mind the red marks are It's On Site blocking out Tasha K's name and Tasha K's Twitter account. Okay. But if you've been following the story, you've been keeping up, you know that Tasha K was the one that posted this story about Diandre Tristan. Okay. All right. This is so funny. What is it? It's On Site. Y'all don't like Tasha K? Or y'all just don't want to be associated with her? That's hilarious. Anyway, Dear Blank, this is a letter that Diandre Tristan's alleged lawyer legal representation sent to Tasha K, allegedly. So it says, Dear Blank, we represent Diandre Tristan. We write with urgency to address your defamatory and unlawful conduct and serve a first and final warning of these severe legal consequences that will follow unless you immediately retract your false statements and issue a public apology to Mr. Tristan. Specifically, on October 14th, through your ex Twitter account, and then that's Tasha K's account, name that's blocked out, you published multiple posts falsely accusing Mr. Tristan of criminal conduct, including statements that, quote, Nicki Minaj filed a police report against Diandre Tristan, the stylist, last week for stealing money, end quote. And another ex social media post that same day that he was, quote, allegedly convicted of credit card fraud back in 2010. He allegedly changed his name. Apparently, Nicki Minaj isn't the first or the last victim, calling all celebrities, hide your purses, end quote. You then amplified these falsehoods on Instagram by reposting the defamatory statements via your whatever account. Your statements concerning Mr. Tristan are unequivocally false, and you either knew or should have known them to be false. Mr. Tristan has never been charged with any crime, the subject of any criminal investigation, or convicted of any crime of any kind. Your posts are fabricated and malicious and appears calculated to harm Mr. Tristan financially and reputationally, despite the absence of any truth or good faith to your false statements. Given your large social media following, your false statements have spread virally, been republished by other social media outlets, and have caused immediate and devastating harm to our client's reputation, livelihood, and well-being. Mr. Tristan has received threatening and abusive direct messages on social media, text messages, and phone calls from friends and business associates concerning your defamatory statements. Included in this harassment are what appears to be an army of Nicki Minaj's fans engaging in a coordinated effort to threaten, harass, and intimidate Mr. Tristan because of your false public statements. The reputational damage caused to Mr. Tristan within his professional community and within the public at large are all directly traceable to your deliberate and reckless conduct. Turn the page, please. Thank you. Continuing on, even more shocking is that you know the dire consequences of publicly defaming people, as you had to file for bankruptcy protection in order to reduce your liability to Cardi B for defamation. Now, they blocked out Cardi B because y'all know that Ra Ali and Cardi B do not get along, okay? But they left enough for us to see that C and that capital B on the end. Given that you falsely accuse Mr. Tristan of a crime, your actions constitute defamation per se under applicable law, as they falsely accuse our client of serious criminal offenses and impunge his honesty and integrity. That means you will be found liable for defamation, and the only issue for a court will be the amount of compensatory and punitive money damages you owe to Mr. Tristan as a result of your conduct. All right, so here's what they're asking for. Accordingly, demand is hereby made that you, one, immediately issue a public retraction and apology on all social media platforms where you publish or share the defamatory content in a form and manner ensuring that it reaches an audience commensurate with the original falsehoods, and two, provide written confirmation within 48 hours that you will cease and desist from any further defamatory or harassing statements or actions concerning Mr. Tristan. All right. Failure to comply will result in immediate legal action seeking full damages, including compensatory and punitive damages, injunctive relief, and all attorney fees and costs incurred. Furthermore, as we are on the cusp of litigation, you are hereby, this is where it gets interesting. You are hereby instructed to implement a litigation hold. You must preserve all social media posts, direct messages, emails, text messages, documents, communications, and any other materials in your possession or control created from October 1st, 2025 to the present that pertain in any way to Mr. Tristan. Any destruction or alteration of such evidence will be met with the most severe legal sanctions. So basically what they saying to her is, any emails or anything that you receive, any form of communication that you receive regarding this, including the alleged text messages that she said, Tasha K said herself, or messages that she received from Nicki Minaj with this information, you are to preserve. Do not delete it. Do not alter it or anything. And if you do, you're going to face serious consequences. And it's funny because, child, that's another video for another day. This is your first and final warning. We are prepared to use every legal tool at our disposal to hold all of the wrongdoers fully accountable for the harm caused. Govern yourself accordingly. Not the church talk. Govern yourself accordingly and consider yourself on notice. This letter is issued without prejudice to our client's rights or remedies, all of which are expressly reserved. Kind regards. So, baby, they put Tasha K on notice. All right. Now, is this a valid legal document? I don't know. I am just here to report the news. Okay. I am the news lady for today. But I thought that this was very interesting. And even though my video is members only, what I said in the video is, making these comments with no proof is solely Tasha K's choice. That's her choice. But what I wouldn't do, or I didn't do, is just run with it and going online and saying, oh my God, Diandre Tristan stole Diandre. It's like nowadays you don't have to have any proof. People will just make a statement and people will just run with it as if it's the truth. So this is getting messy. What if this is all a planned rollout for Nicki Minaj's album? Listen, you never know. You never know. So this is these are pretty much the images that Nicki Minaj posted to her images of the posts that Nicki Minaj posted to her Instagram regarding her card being taken. So she posted amounts and so on and so forth. All right. So now that we got that out of the way, I was refreshing my Instagram and I saw that Tasha K posted this. Okay. So this is Tasha K's Instagram page. And this is crazy. So she posted alleged thief, and then she added Diandre Tristan and linebacker. Now why y'all like talking about people's physical appearance? Ra Ali, sip on this. She also wrote, and Diandre Tristan, check out my latest YouTube video on a woman that said you scammed her and Zara back in 2008. Oh, and wait for me to post your criminal history. Yes, I wiped my whole ASS from front to back with that alleged cease and desist. Lord have mercy. Signed, that loud woman from YouTube. She said, everything is allegedly. Even my name is allegedly. We've got more wine coming, winos. So this is an image of what appears to be, okay, a message from Nicki Minaj to Tasha K. And I said it appears to be because I don't know if it is, all right? I'm no fool, okay? So I'm going to watch my words as well. So the image reads, the alleged message reads, Diandre been stealing. I filed a report in Cali a couple weeks ago, so it looks like he's not the only one that's been stealing money. A doctor was caught red-handed today as well. Diandre Tristan stylist equals thief. Report filed. Okay? And then on the bottom it says on it. So I'm assuming that's supposed to be Tasha K responding to what appears to be a message from Nicki Minaj. Y'all, this is a whole mess. Let's get into these comments. Someone says, hold up, Ra too? Tasha K responds, Ra fake AF. She's stealing food. Someone said, oh my, OMG, I got to get my popcorn. This is getting spicy. So when this person says Ra Ali 2, what do you mean Ra Ali 2? Are you saying that you think Ra Ali is stealing as well? Like Ra Ali or It's on Site didn't mention Tasha K's name because obviously somebody over there don't care for Tasha K, or they just chose not to mention her name. They blacked out her Twitter name, her name, so on and so forth. They have the right to do that. I don't know. A lot of people don't fool with Tasha K. So, I don't know what they're insinuating there. Let's get into where was Ra mentioned? I don't see it. I can't. So now people are, what they're trying to say is that I think that they're trying to say that Ra Ali isn't loyal, but she didn't say anything about, you know what? Sometimes trying to explain things to people on the internet and even in real life is just pointless. People are going to run with whatever it is they want to run with. Someone said, can't believe Ross switched up. Like, what do you mean? How did she switch up? Where was Ra Ali mentioned? I don't get it. Somebody said, Ra didn't steal from Nicki. She used Nicki's name for deals. That's what Tasha said. Oh, that's what Tasha said on Spaces. Okay, so I'm missing some information because I didn't see the Spaces. Someone said, Rob been fake. Most dummies gonna take the money to dog they own. Shaking my head. Not only Remy, she switched up on Tahiri, Jennifer, etc. She's nobody's friend. Huh. Tasha, I love you, but it's obvious you on the payroll. One of Nicki's fan pages alleged that another fan page founder was also stealing. Is this true? Yeah, it's being alleged that somebody by the name of Pedro, who was, I guess, in charge of some sort of like fan club online situation, allegedly was stealing. So y'all, this is just one mess. It's gonna get even messier. Tasha K once again is saying that she's wiping her behind with a cease and desist, and yeah, we shall see what happens. I'm pretty sure later at some point, it's going to be more information is going to come out regarding, this alleged legal document. Like I said, it does look suspect to me. I don't know why It's on Site decided to block out who the letter came from, or the name of the legal representation. Obviously they know why. I would have liked to have seen that, but I'm pretty sure is this something that can be found? I don't know. We shall see. I'm sure there's more to come. So Tasha K is basically now involved in another online battle, and I'm pretty sure she is not going to be quiet about it. Like she said, she wipes her behind with cease and desist, and she showed what appears to be a message from Nicki Minaj mentioning Diandre Tristan. So we shall see. Whoo, Lord. All right, y'all. Moving along. Montero was spotted out in the streets, y'all. So this is the first sighting, I guess, of Lil Nas X since his disastrous encounter that he had, where he was walking naked on the street. As you can see, he's clothed in this video, and he went to jail. He's supposed to be entering some sort of a rehab. So let's take a quick look. I'm not going to play any audio because TMZ probably owned the audio. It's just crickets and birds chirping in the back, but better safe than sorry. So let's take a look at Montero strolling in the streets. In the arms of the angel. He get on my nerves so bad. He saw that camera over there. Girl, Alexa, play the ending of the Jeffersons TV show. look at him. Trying not to look at the camera. Girl, I'm so sick of him. I am so sick of him. He is such an actor. Okay, let's get into these comments. Oh no, this is on TMZ. I can't. Me when the pizza rolls are ready. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna let you finish, but no one cares. Still got them boots on the ground. No one cares. That boy is walking straight now. I can't. That boy doing anything for fame. It's crazy. Sweet. Maybe media can push him over the edge again to get more content. Nobody cares. That's scary people watching your every move. Well, listen, paparazzi, unfortunately, when you are a entertainer and you amass a large amount of fame, it's difficult to have privacy. I'm not saying that it's right. It's kind of creepy, but this right here, he knew the cameras were there. Like, come on, he knew the freaking cameras were there. Anyway, I wish him all the best. Good luck. That was a little bit of comic relief, in my opinion, because he is such an actor. Anyway, moving along, Diddy. I know everybody's tired of hearing about Diddy. It's been a while since I even mentioned Diddy. I think like a couple days, but I thought that this was interesting. So Diddy's post-prison special conditions have been revealed. Y'all know TMZ is going to stay on it like white on rice. Okay, they have all the tea, all the information. Sometimes they get it right, sometimes they don't. Okay, so I did see this circulating on social media, and I'm a little concerned. I know no one cares about, a lot of people don't care about Diddy, and that's fine, but I just still find the situation itself surrounding this is a mess. All right, so let's get into this article. So Diddy received, you all know, a 50-month prison sentence just a couple of weeks ago, and we now know the special conditions he'll be facing when he gets out and begins his 5 years of supervised release. First of all, what? And I'm not saying this because it's Diddy and he's a famous person. No. 5 years supervised release for what he was charged with? Is that necessary? Anyway, they're chock full of continued treatment for his issues. So the fallen mogul's special conditions of supervision were filed as part of the judgment in his criminal case Wednesday, and they include some pretty standard fare. Diddy must submit to searches, and he can't contact the victims in this case for any reason. Makes sense. That makes sense. So Diddy will have to participate in outpatient treatment programs for drug abuse and mental health issues, where he will be required to take prescribed medications unless a health care provider instructs him otherwise. That is what stuck out like a sore thumb to me. What do you mean he's going to be ordered to take prescribed medication? Why? Unless healthcare providers instructs him otherwise. I don't know. This just seems really sinister to me, because we know that people can finagle things and they can get their hands in and on things that the average Joe can't. What type of prescribed medication? Like, who gonna be monitoring this? Doctors hired by who? Working for who? I don't know. That seems real sketchy to me. Next thing you know, Diddy gonna be in the street dancing with one boot on. Uh-uh. That's weird. The rapper must also participate in an approved program for DV. No surprise there. Everyone recalls the brutal Cassie beatdown. And, I posted a video on Patreon. Make sure you guys are signing up for Patreon, where I dive into my thoughts and opinions on how Cassie didn't receive justice. Very interesting take, I like to think. So you can go over there on Patreon and check it out once you sign up. Thank you, thank you. And I'm not ashamed for plugging my Patreon. How you doing? All right. By the way, among the standard conditions of release is a line about not owning, possessing, or having access to a firearm or any other destructive devices. So remember, Diddy's homes in Miami, LA, and New York were searched for multiple firearms. They were recovered, which is crazy because they said that the serial numbers were scratched off the things. No charges for that. This whole case was weird, was it not? Prosecutors said several of the weapons had scratched off serial numbers. As you know, the judge sentenced Diddy to 4 years and change in a federal prison after his conviction. You know what his convictions are. Diddy still hasn't been assigned to a prison. And the judge did say that he thinks that the mogul should serve his time as close as possible to this New York City metropolitan area. Diddy's attorneys asked the court to recommend to the Bureau of Prisons that Diddy be shipped off to the low security Federal Correctional Institution, FCI Fort Dix in New Jersey. And now at least Diddy knows what his life will look like when he gets out of the joint. The prescription medication is messing me up. And if these healthcare providers are working for them people, they are not going to say, no, Diddy doesn't need drugs. They're going to be paid to say that he needs to be on prescription medicine. And who knows what that prescription medication is going to consist of and what it will do to him physically and mentally. And I know, like I said, I know a lot of people don't like Diddy. I get it. But is this not concerning to y'all? Maybe not. And if it's not, that's okay. You're entitled to feel how you feel, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, here's what I'd like for you to do. I want y'all to get down in the comments and I want you to share your thoughts, okay? Get into the comments and let me know what are your thoughts about this whole Nicki Minaj fraud case, Diandre Tristan, Tasha K posting what seems to be a receipt of a conversation between her and Nicki Minaj, alleged conversation between her and Nicki Minaj. What are your thoughts about Lil Nas X taking a stroll, and being captured by... That video had me laughing for a good while earlier today. And then this Diddy situation. Some of the terms of his post-prison release are not unreasonable, okay, and unrealistic. However, I don't know why it is that medication has got me like, looking sideways. It's really, really eerie, okay? You still have time to like the video if you made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it, okay? And I'm going to sign off for now, okay? So I will be back soon, and hopefully you will too. I love you for watching, and I will talk to you later.